2, 3, check. 1, 2, 3, check. How do you read? Can you read me? Yeah. See if I can get the light here for the, supposed to be a light here. There you go. 25.3 and ground is 21.8. Rescue ground, King 7-4, single check on Victor.
King 7-4, ground, loud and clear.
7-4. Okay, it looks like we did the engine start.
Loud and clear as well.
Loud and clear. So after start, we're checking for full assistant. We did that. Oil pressure is good. Oil temperature is warming up. No pressure mags off. Primers in and locked. Carefully remove chocks not applicable. Tie downs and chocks are good. And we got taxi, which is Hobbs. 5 o'clock. Seat belts on the right? Yep. On the left. Heat vent defrost, that's on. You can close this. Okay, you got that closed. Keep it nice and warm. And we have intercom set, controls and trim. Trim is on neutral. Controls are good. Doors are closed on the right, and AWOS. AWOS we said is ASOS 11992. 11992.
Automated weather observation 2153 Zulu. Wind calm. Visibility 10. Sky condition clear. Temperature 00 Celsius. Dew point -08 Celsius. Altimeter 3057. Suffolk County Airport, West Hampton Beach, New York. Automated weather observation 2153 Zulu. Wind calm. Visibility 10.
Beautiful night.
Sky condition clear.
Okay, so winds are calm. We can pick any runway we want as long as they can approve it.
Celsius.
So, let's review where we are. We're in November. Yeah. Watch yourself, you're moving, hold the brakes. If we do get the same runway we landed on, which is here, we need to go, they're probably going to give us the whole circle here. It's November, cross 1019, cross 1015,
so
whiskey.
I would like to do it because it's very familiar.
Get yourself familiar with the airport, okay? So, it's going to be call for ground. Gabreski ground, Luscombe 77-27 at the north hangar, ready to taxi with weather. You want to stay here and do another landing, or you want to depart to the west? It's up to you. If you're going with the RV, you're probably going to come in for another landing. So, it's kind of dark for you too, but you know, it's good. I mean, if you can do it in the dark, in the daytime. Put all the lights on. Okay, we're good. So you want to come back for another landing? Stay in the pattern, come back for another landing, or you want to depart the area? I would come back for another landing.
Okay.
Probably give you more practice, but it's up to you.
Okay.
Give him a call. Yep. Give him a call. You can give him a call.
Luscombe 77927, Gabreski ground.
Luscombe November 77927, the North House. Ready for takeoff.
Request that taxi to the runway.
Yes, request to taxi to the runway, yes.
Yep, affirmative. Request taxi for takeoff, staying in the pattern. Yep.
Okay, runway 24 via November, intersection departure at November. Winds calm and the altimeter is 3058.
Runway 24, intersection November for departure, Luscombe 927. You can tell that.
רגע, איך אמרו? אני לא...
Runway 24, intersection November for departure, 9227. You can repeat that. I'll do it. I just told him that you were kind of getting a little slow to respond, so. Okay, you ready?
Luscombe 927, say direction of flight. Yeah, right.
Ready? Let's do it. A little bit more to the right, push that car over there. So stay a little bit off center line. There you go, you're good. Okay, no problem. So it's going to be this way. When we come to the T, we're going to make a left and take the different runway, which is runway...
No, we're going to...
24.
24.
Yeah, 24. Go November 24, yeah. Light up. There you go, I can see better. Watch yourself, a little bit off center line, get back to the right. Back to the right, there you go. And we're gonna make a left up here. It's basically the same way we came from.
Yeah. No, but we did it on 6. Okay, it's 6, yeah, it's...
But we're taking off to the opposite direction.
Yeah.
Well, the winds are calm, so he's letting us get the shortcut. And it looks it's pretty quiet here, so it's no problem at all. It's okay. Just keep that yellow line right between your feet. Always stay on the yellow line. Like, keep you out of trouble.
חשבתי שהכרית הזאת תעזור לי, לא כך עוזרת.
Oh, really? Okay.
תרחקתי עם הפדלים.
Let me see. November. Let me get the airport diagram for a second. Let's see. November 24.
נובמבר אנחנו ניסע שנפגוש אותה.
And 927, sorry, you're broken up. Say again. Yes, and November intersection is just ahead to your right.
Okay, just wanted to verify that that's what he wanted us to do, and it looks like it is runway 24 there with November.
Straight ahead.
Yep. Straight ahead, yeah, we're good. Okay, let's see, we can go to tower.
Wind calm.
Which is 25.3. And what are you going to tell the tower?
נראה לי שאני אבוא בבוקר לפני המגדל.
That's what I would do. Come in before they open, right?
לא יודע מתי הם פותחים, אבל...
Yeah, probably 7. Most of them. Okay, it looks like this is it. November. Okay, what are we going to tell him? Kabreski Tower, Luscombe 77927, holding short runway 24 at November, ready for takeoff. Stay in the pattern. Yep.
Kabreski Tower, Luscombe, November 77927. אנחנו על התדר?
Yeah, 25.
Luscombe 77927, Kabreski Tower.
Luscombe, November 77927, shorting all. Ready for takeoff on departure.
Luscombe 927, runway 24 at November, clear for takeoff, report right downwind, winds calm.
Right downwind. Clear for takeoff, report right downwind. Alright, let's do it. Nice and easy on the throttle.
עכשיו אנחנו עושים הקפה ימנית.
Yep, right traffic, and are we taking off to the left or to the right?
To the right.
To the right, runway 24. It's the same runway, but opposite direction. We landed on 6, and now we're taking off on 24.
מה זה דופק ככה כל הזמן?
That's the tail wheel? It's a solid tail wheel. There's no air. It's not a pneumatic tire. So it's rubber, like solid rubber, just kind of hanging on. Every time you hit a bumper, you hit a taxi light or a center light, it just bumps. Alright, normal takeoff, same exact thing. Just keep it rolling nice and easy on the throttle. There's your runway center line, go right. And within 5 seconds, nice and slow, full throttle, stick forward. Nice and easy, nice and easy. There you go, nice and easy. There you go, stay on the center line, stick forward. Get that tail up. Hold that pitch attitude right there. Very nice. Airspeed's building up. Back pressure, off she goes. You got control? Get that back pressure. Maybe a little bit of back trim. That nose up trim. There you go. Alright, it's gonna be right traffic, okay? Yeah. At about 500 feet, that's a good altitude to turn crosswind. And as you're turning, you're losing that vertical component of lift. Just kind of pitch back down a little bit to maintain your airspeed. Very nice. Add right rudder, make a nice coordinated flight. Very nice. Turn your downwind and 1,000 feet. We're going to level off and trim for 90 miles an hour, which is about 1,900 RPM.
Rescue Tower, Bonanza 4775, Mike.
There's 4775 Mike at Rescue Tower.
10 miles to the west, southwest.
So let's pretend you just departed with the RV, you got back,
Direct report on the right down for runway.
and he told you to report right downwind for runway 24.
Call right down.
Well, you can give him a call. Rescue Tower, Luscombe 77927, right downwind, runway 24.
Rescue Tower, Luscombe, November 77927, downwind,
Luscombe 927, runway 24, clear to land, winds calm.
Clear to land, runway 24. Did you tell him clear to land? Tell him, clear to land, runway 24. You told him clear to land 24? Okay, throttle back, there's your 1,000, 1,900, and we're pretty much abeam our touchdown point right now. So we can throttle back to about 1,600 RPM, and this airplane is very light, so it has a really nice glide ratio. So what I recommend is extending the downwind to about 60-degree point. You're probably doing 45 with your RV, right? What do you do on the downwind, 45? Oh no, when do you turn base?
35, 45, yeah.
About 45, 35 for the base?
Very tight.
Yeah, this one is you know, it's like a glider.
Yeah.
So I recommend extending it out a little bit. Alright. Throttle back just a tiny bit. There you go, 1600, that's good. A long runway, but try not to, you know, cut it too tight. Kind of extend it out a little more. Maybe another 5-10 seconds, you'll be good. I say we can turn base.
Okay.
And it looks like you kept it tight, so anticipate a very short base leg. It's going to be base and then coming right into final.
Okay, מודיע לו שאני בבסיס.
Now, you don't have to say anything. He cleared you to land, so you can just turn right into the runway.
Oh.
And you can see the runway coming right at you.
Missed it a little bit.
Yeah, just overshot a little bit, not too much. Okay. And if you're too high, this airplane loves to slip. You can just go like that and push the nose down.
No, it's okay.
And it's going to come down really tight. Just like that. Because there's no flaps on this baby. See how it's dropping like a rock? And you got to get those 2 reds and 2 greens and 2 reds and 2 whites right there. Perfect. Now you're good. See how I told you to extend the downwind a little bit? Alright, throttle back a little bit. There you go. Now you're good. It's a long runway, so no problem at all. You can float halfway down the runway and still...
Tower up and answer 75 Mike, right downwind for 24.
Answer 75, Mike, runway 24, clear to land, winds are coming.
Alright, take it easy here. Hold it. A little bit of throttle, just a tiny bit right there. Hold it. Right there. Very nice. Let that tail sink in there.
75 Mike, destination on the field.
Very nice.
Going to the north spot.
Do you want to taxi back to the hangar? Kind of see how you navigate the airport?
You're requesting a full stop to exit the runway or touch and go?
Definitely a full stop. We'd like to exit the runway.
This is the same one, November. Yeah.
We can take a ride on November.
Take a ride on November. It's good.
What is your plan?
I told them we're going to exit on November, so...
Yeah, 927, right turn on November, and then you can continue taxiing right turn down Alpha to Bravo.
Oh, no, it's wonderful.
We're going to make a ride on November 927. Any chance for taxi to the hangar and then re-taxi back to the runway?
Yeah, taxi to the hangar then, north side.
אני לא רואה כלום.
927 to the hangar and north side. Now we're trying to, this gentleman here is going to be flying an experimental aircraft within the next few days. He wants to, get comfortable with taxiing around the airport.
Roger that.
Okay, I explained to him that you're going to be flying, so he may be the controller when you're flying your RV. So what I explained to him now is I told him the pilot on board wants to practice taxiing the aircraft on the taxiway and on the runway, so when he flies solo the RV, he knows where to go and what to do. So it may be the same controller when you do it with your RV. He's going to be, oh, I remember this guy. He was flying to Luscombe a couple of days ago. So it's good to give the controller heads up so he knows what's going on. But he's very friendly. He's okay. So what I told him is we're going to taxi to the hangar and then come back around. for another takeoff and then depart to the west.
Okay.
So it's totally up to you. You can, as long as you know how to go, we can swing
No,
it.
it's okay. We can
Swing right back and then take off? Okay.
So I'm quite familiar with this.
This okay, that's good. November is easy. Okay, let's tell them we're gonna swing back.
Luscombe attitude sound, we're good to go. Can we make a 180 on November taxiway and then take runway 24 for departure to the southwest?
Yeah, what I'd like you to do is go past the November intersection on Alpha, and then make a 180 to remain clear of November. This aircraft that's just landing now will be taking your taxi route back to the north side hangars.
Perfect. Okay, we're going to take right here and remain clear of taxiway November for the aircraft landing 927.
Okay, he said there's an airplane that's coming on this taxiway. So let's make a right and clear
Take a right turn, November.
that aircraft.
November taxi north side is an aircraft that's near one of the fingers, I believe, north side that said
I got
that they'll be remaining clear of that taxiway.
Yeah, I got it for you.
Very good. 75 Mach to be looking for.
You don't fly much at night, right? You don't fly at all at night.
No, it's
different.
No, it's different, and the attitude in
Everything's different. Yeah, absolutely.
the tail dragger,
It's different. You never know. You may put a tail wheel on that. It's pretty easy, right? To change from a nose wheel configuration to a tail wheel. It's not that much work, right?
I don't know. It's an option in the Kit Fox. So
Kit Fox has it. Yeah, Kit Fox definitely has it.
in this one, it's quite impossible to switch it.
No. Luscombe is a Luscombe. It was born as a tail dragger, and it will die as a tail dragger. Hopefully it doesn't.
It will survive.
Well, hopefully it wouldn't die after almost 70 years. It wouldn't die that quick. It'd probably stay alive for a while. Yeah.
It's a bonanza.
Yeah. You like bonanzas?
No. I used to like it, but
I flown a Bonanza. I didn't like it much. Oh, that's a V-tail Bonanza too.
yeah.
This thing is, I don't know, with a V-tail.
Luscombe attitude sound, just gave way for the Bonanza detail. Can we take the runway?
27 Roger, runway 24 November, and you could taxi Windsor Con altimeter 305.
Okay, let's see. It's basically straightforward. You look straight up. You see that yellow line right there?
Yeah.
It's kind of hard to see, but if you're on it, you can see it. You keep that yellow line right between your feet, just like so. Looks like it's a downhill taxiway, isn't it? Looks like the airplane's going downhill.
Yeah, a little bit.
A little bit, yeah.
There's some slopes. You don't know.
Yeah, I noticed that, yeah.
That's going on 927, Swift takeoff runway 24 at November, Windsor Con.
Okay, you cleared us for takeoff, so it's easy. You can just take the runway slowly, make a right, then take off. This is the runway. We're coming up on the runway. Yeah. Just take it easy on the throttle. You have a tendency to advance it too rapidly.
Okay.
Let me show you. I got the throttle. You stay on the controls. That's how you do it with the tail dagger. Nice and easy. Let it warm up within 5 seconds. Alright, your throttle? All the way full. Alright, stick forward, get that tail up. And be ready with that right rudder, right there, right rudder. Look straight down the runway. That's full throttle, we got good static. Hold that pitch attitude, the airplane's gonna increase the speed. Off she goes, air controls, very nice. you gonna fly into like Islip, Republic, or any of those places, or just stay east? Stay east, huh? It's, as far as radio communication over there, it can get a little challenging, so it's smart of you to, you know, request from the feds that certain area that's east of Kabreski.
At the time, not now.
But I can tell you, if you can fly in any of those airspaces over there, you can lower the pitch a little bit, yeah, about 80. If you can fly in any of those airspaces over there, Republic, Islip, any in that vicinity, you can fly anywhere. Okay, we're gonna go straight up, straight down southwest, and then we're gonna track the shoreline back to the west. Beautiful night. Now, let's assume you do fly at night with your RV, and this is a Class Delta airspace. Is there any difference between flying in Class Delta VFR at night or during the daytime, as far as minimum visibility or cloud clearance? Basically the same. Class Delta, daytime or nighttime, you need minimum 3-mile visibility, and you need to be 500 feet below clouds, 1,000 feet above clouds, and 2,000 distance from clouds.
Visibility, it's not an issue at night, or...
Well, it is an issue because if you just departed and you did your test flying and, you know,
okay,
it got dark, you thought you got to come from Connecticut early, and you got dark and you're coming back in, and the visibility is 2 miles.
Yes, I got you. That's what it is.
You're not at VFR, so you got to watch out for that. One more question. If it is 2-mile visibility and you want to get back at night to Kabreski, it was 3 miles when you departed, and then it got to 2 miles. Can you get back in at 2-mile visibility?
VFR?
VFR. You're not IFR, you're VFR.
I think yes.
What's that?
I think yes.
Yes, you can. At 2-mile visibility, you can get back. As a matter of fact, that's a no. Throttle back here.
So what should I do? Leave it?
There's options. Okay, there's options. We're going to control for a second. Let's see if we're nice and trim. Okay, we're nice and trim out. You got the checklist there? Let me see.
It's in your place.
Maybe I got it here. Yep, I got the checklist. We're going to track the shoreline back west. And we can, we can start coming down if you want to 500, no problem. Let's do a cruise checklist. Power is set. Instruments are good. Oil temperature is good. Oil pressure is good. Compass is westbound. That's good. And no time for fuel. We had 17 minutes. And 0.7.3, we're about 1 hour airborne. So we still got about an hour before we're down to 1 hour reserve. Cruise checklist is complete. So, looks like traffic over there. 500 above us, 1.7. So, basically, if you're at night and you're at 2-mile visibility, you need to request a special VFR.
I see, yeah.
You know what's a special VFR, Clarence?
I know that there is a special VFR
special VFR clearance.
But since I'm not intending to ask special VFR,
You know what?
it's quite early to...
Let's talk about it.
let's talk about it.
Let's talk about it, because you're going to be doing some test flying on your RV, and it's not night. This is night. But it's not night. It's daytime. And you're going to go out there in the middle of the day at 12 o'clock, and, you know, it's okay. You got some scatter clouds at 2,000 feet. You know, visibility is about 5 miles. You check the forecast. It's looking good. You go there for 1-hour test flying. Here on the eastern shore of Long Island, you have that fog that's kind of tend to move in and roll in rapidly. And usually, you know, it's unexpected. It just kind of moves in and, you know, hits you. So you departed and it was 3-mile visibility, but now it's 2 miles. You need to request a special VFR clearance to get back.
Yeah.
Because you're not VFR. So, in order to get a special VFR clearance, you need to have minimum 1-mile visibility, and you need to be clear clouds.
It's only 2-4 clear to land, winds are calm.
You need to have minimum 1-mile visibility, and you need to be clear of clouds. Clear of clouds, you cannot go into the clouds. You have to stay clear. Yeah. It's basically the same visibility minimums as Class Gulf airspace. If this is actually happening at night, you can request a special VFR clearance. However, you have to be instrument rated. And you're not instrument rated, right? No. And at the same time, the aircraft is supposed to be approved for instrument flight. So it's not just being instrument rated. The aircraft has to be approved for instrument flight. It may happen, so take that into consideration. It's always good to expect the unexpected, just in case it happens. Oh man, it's 2 miles. Oh yeah, I remember my instructor told me that I can go with 1-mile visibility clear clouds. Yeah, Gabreski Tower, RV232 Alpha Tango, request special VFR clearance to the airport. Alpha 32 Tango, remain clear clouds, and clear special VFR to Class Delta. Boom. Because most of the traffic will come in IFR when it's 2-mile visibility. It's very rare to get a special VFR, so most of the traffic is IFR. If the field is IFR, it's going to have IFR traffic departing and IFR traffic inbound, so. So you're flying the RV tomorrow? Or not sure yet?
What's going to be the weather, and I will
depending on the weather. I mean, it's relatively good for the next couple days. The high pressure is...
Yeah, it's coming.
Yeah. Nice high pressure is good. Any other questions? Anything you're concerned, airspace-wise, you know?
No, I will review all those issues tonight, and I take the decision tomorrow.
Okay. It wouldn't hurt if you call the control tower in Gabreski and tell him, lower the nose, yeah, get that speed up. See how slow you are here? Yeah, you can do at least 100 here. It's good to call the control tower and tell the control tower, hey, this is RV232 Alpha Tango. I'm going to be departing the north hangars, just giving you guys heads up. I'm going to do some test flying south of the airport for about 30 minutes and then coming back inbound. So, you know, they know about you before you depart. Just in case, you know, the radio, radio communication.
I'm considering to go and visit person to person and
yeah, that's nice. It doesn't hurt to bring some donuts and coffee too. I mean, they love that kind of stuff. If you have the time. And they let you get up there. You know, some control towers are like, you know, like to get up to Kennedy Tower, you got to have fire authorization, special.
I don't know. This is
Yeah, I doubt there's gonna be a problem. Yeah, Gabreski is pretty cool. East Hampton have a control tower now during the season in the summertime. And it's still Class Echo, so that's kind of weird, you know?
זה חבל שלא הצלחתי לראות את השדות פה מסביב, אם יש שדה שאני לא יכול לנחות פה, איפה אני כן יכול לנחות.
Basically, the best alternate that I would pick from Gabreski is Brookhaven. Okay? It's about, with your RV, it's about 5-6 minutes flight. If you can't get into Gabreski for whatever reason and it's closed, you can let in Brookhaven. Brookhaven is very convenient because it's uncontrolled airport. So let's assume we're going to Brookhaven. You have a Garmin, right? You hit nearest.
Yeah.
Hit direct, enter, activate. Bam. 5 minutes away. And you got the frequencies. 119.62. You got the ATIS.
Oh, but according to the 40 hours, I cannot go to...
Wind calm.
Oh, you have a certain airport you apply with the FAA.
Yeah, but
I'm going to use this airport, that airport.
Yeah, but not this one.
-0.
Okay, so if you have an emergency,
Okay, an emergency.
You use your pilot, you know.
An emergency is
You can do anything, yeah, exactly. So you get the weather,
Information not available.
and then you have Unicom frequency here, which is 22.8. You know how to get in and out of an uncontrolled airport?
You just you report to the air,
You self-announce your intentions. Self-announce your intentions on the Unicom frequency. Brookhaven is 122.8. So you're gonna say Brookhaven traffic, RV232 Alpha Tango, or experimental, blah blah blah. 10 miles to the south, landing runway 33. And you know, observe the traffic pattern. Runway 33 is left traffic. They have runway 24 and 6 over there in Brookhaven, runway 15.
There is another airport in Manorville. I think it's closer.
Closer, this could be Spadero?
I don't know. In Manorville, there is an airport over there.
I know closer to Gabreski is 2 airports. They're very small though. Short strip.
Yeah, but it's still very...
Lufker is a grass strip right there, and you have Spadero too, which is just like on the edge of Class Delta. You see it? It's right there?
Yeah.
Yep.
So this is closer than...
Yeah, it's much closer than Brookhaven. Yeah. I wouldn't go there because they're both about 2,000-foot strips, and Spadero is so narrow that you just have enough width to put the landing gear in. I mean, it's such a narrow runway. I think it's like 25 feet wide or 30 feet wide. But again, in case of an emergency, you got to do what you got to do. Beautiful night. You have, you know, good skill, good flying skills. You're very good. I mean, for 130 hours, you're doing very well. I've flown with, just telling you, okay, and use it as an advantage, you know, as a bonus point. I've flown with like 600-700 hour flight instructors, you know, and they can't fly this airplane as good as you are, you know. So it flies. Yeah, I mean, I'm not joking. I'm telling you the truth. Again, it's individual, but I mean, you're holding your altitude, you're maintaining coordinated flight, the ball is centered, you're holding the shoreline nicely, and your first landing over there in Gabreski was beautiful. I was helping you a little bit on the control, but you have the feel. You're looking straight down, you're holding that, you kind of have the feel of what the airplane's doing. This airplane will make you a really good pilot. I mean, if you fly this airplane nice, you fly the RV with the tail wheel, no problem. It'll be really easy. The combination on this airplane that's got big wings, and it's a short fuselage, and, you know, it's very sensitive for directional control, so. Okay, let's practice going into Republic. I noticed you didn't do much on the radio departing. I think you were nervous. First time flying in and out of Republic made you, you know, you do the radio, leave me alone. All right, so, what's the first thing before we come into Republic?
So we need to be in right range for the tower.
We're gonna call Captree. Remember the bridge we departed?
Yeah.
That was Captree Bridge, that green bridge? We're gonna report the same bridge coming inbound. So remember, your checkpoint inbound is going to be Captree Bridge, all right?
Captree Bridge, this is the name?
Captree, C-A-P, cap, like a cap, and Captree. Captree Bridge, yep, Captree Bridge, yep. So, we're going to get the ATIS, let's assume it's information uniform, okay? We're going to say Republic Tower, Luscombe 77927, uniform landing Captree Bridge, or Captree Bridge uniform landing, whatever sequence, as long as you mention all of these.
Mention what?
Captree landing uniform, whatever the weather is. You know what? As a matter of fact, we're close enough to get the weather, so let's get the ATIS. See what they got there.
-2,500. Thunderstorm. Information not available.
12665.
-12, altimeter 3058. Visual approach and use land departing runway 1.
Runway 1.
Control taxi that you
Oh, it's a straight in probably. I don't see. Maybe right base.
Read back all runway assignments. Read back all altitude assignments. Advise public timers contact you have information Juliet.
Okay, it is Juliet. Okay, we got Juliet. Alright, so instead of uniform, let's change it to Juliet. So, Republic Tower.
Republic Tower,
Luscombe 77927. Captree Bridge, Juliet landing.
Captree Bridge, Juliet landing.
Excellent. Captree Bridge, Juliet landing. We'll do that practice, so, you know, it's just a matter of practice. You do that radio, you know, practice. It's all about repetition there.
Yeah, I see. No, look, I faced the same situation at the time in the past, and
Repetition, right?
then I finally handled all the radio like an evil.
Yeah.
At the beginning it was like I do this afternoon.
Yeah. So, Republic Tower. Republic Tower, Luscombe 77927, Juliet, Captree Bridge landing. He's probably going to tell you, report a right base runway 1 from the Captree Bridge. So you're going to repeat it, report the right base runway 1.
So this is the airport also.
Yeah, we're coming close. We're about 15 miles out or so. This is Republic right there, you see?
Let's
go nearest. Let's go Republic here. Direct. Activate. Bam. This is Republic. Yeah, about 17 miles out. Okay. So this is Republic. And he's going to tell you Luscombe 77927, report right base runway 1. So you're going to say Luscombe 77927, report a right base runway 1. So you repeat what he says. Now, it's not necessarily going to be runway 1. It may be, but that's what I'm predicting coming from Captree Bridge. All right? So I'll be the control tower. You're going to be the pilot, and let's practice the radio.
Okay.
Go ahead. We have information, Juliet.
Republic Tower, Luscombe, November 77927. Captree, Juliet, landing.
November 77927, Luscombe, make a right base runway 1. Clear to land, runway 1.
Make a left turn base. No. Make a right. Yeah.
Right base.
Right base. Runway 1.
Right base runway 1, clear to land runway 1. That's the, got the, better now because you can see...
זה הגשר, מה שרואים שם,
That's the bridge, yep. I like this angle better because you can see the instruments better, you know, the GPS and everything. You know, the camera at night is not as good, but you know, it's okay. If you have a red light, it shows, but it's not a night camera. Okay, so we're cruising along the shoreline now at 1,600 feet. What class of airspace are we in right now?
Right now we are in Echo.
Echo, very nice. What's this airspace right there on the edge, that magenta? Right there, magenta.
In the C class.
Yeah, class Charlie, yeah. Islip. Yep. What's the minimum visibility in class Charlie?
Class Charlie, it's again 3 mile, 500, 1,000, 2,000.
Beautiful. 3 mile visibility, 500 below, 1,000 above, 2,000 distance. What about this airspace right there? Look at that. Big airspace. Huge. What is that?
I think it's a JFK.
Yeah, JFK. What is that airspace called?
It's a Bravo.
Bravo. Excellent. Bravo. Big airplane.
Big one.
777. Airbus 380. Big airplane. Big airport.
The big ones.
What's the minimum visibility for class Bravo VFR?
I think the same.
You sure?
Did you ask
3 miles?
Are you sure?
Yeah, if you're sure. 3 miles visibility minimum?
I think let's do it 2 miles.
3 miles. What about cloud clearance in class Bravo?
And
Cloud clearance. How far do you have to stay away from clouds in class Bravo?
לא הבנתי, מה שאלת?
Cloud clearance. You have 3 mile visibility minimum in class Bravo, and you have cloud clearance. Clouds. How far do you have to stay from clouds? 500? Stay clear of clouds? 1,000 feet? What kind of distance from clouds?
I don't recall this.
Don't remember. In class Bravo, you need to have 3 mile visibility, clear clouds.
Okay.
That's your restriction. Now, if you want to take RV 232 Alpha Delta, right? Alpha Tango? Alpha Delta?
Alpha Tango.
Alpha Delta.
Alpha Tango.
Alpha Tango. You want to take 232 Alpha Tango to Class Bravo. Can you do it?
Yes.
Yeah.
I need some instruments which I need to equip with the airplane.
Of course. You need to have a transponder that you can select the code. What about the Mode C, altitude reporting? Do you need that in Class Bravo?
I think, yeah.
Yeah, you need to have... You got a Garmin GTX 320, right?
I think I have a Mode C.
If you have a Mode C with a Garmin GTX 320, you're good. You can go into Class Bravo with your RV. They don't like you there, though.
No, I'm not going to...
But it's just like, you know, telling you, giving you a heads up.
לא, אבל מה שכן, אם אני רוצה לעבור מפה לכיוון ניו ג'רזי, איזה גובה אני טס
Okay, very good question. Very good question. If you're going with your RV from here to Jersey, you want to stay at or below 500 westbound. You see that edge over here on Kennedy? Right here, you see this?
Yeah.
If you roll up to this section here, right there, you see it says Class Bravo from 500 to 7,000? Right there?
Uh-huh.
Between 500 and 7,000 feet is Class Bravo. Below 500 and or below 500 is
And above 7,000.
and above 7,000 is Class Golf.
Uh-huh.
If you ask me, the fastest way, you like that power setting? I notice you're cruising kind of slow. You got the power at about 1,700. You like that power setting?
It's okay.
Okay. I like 1,900 for the cruise. I notice you're cruising very slow. I noticed the fastest way west, even if I'm going to Virginia, is at or below 500 westbound. Because if you're trying to climb above Class Bravo, you have to climb outside of Class Bravo. And it may take a while. If you're going at or below 500, you're clearing the edge of Class Bravo right here, which is about 6-7 miles west of Kennedy on the shoreline, and then you can climb up to 1,500, below 15, and on this edge you can go below 3,000. So that's definitely the fastest way, is at or below 500 westbound. So you need to contact New York Approach and give them heads up. You're heading west, which is 25.7, that's the frequency. So you gotta say, you know, RV232 Alpha Delta, 10 miles to the east of Captree Bridge, 1,000 feet, request transition at or below 500 westbound. Experimental 232 Alpha Tango, squawk 0403 ident. You're gonna set up the code on your transponder, and then he's gonna give you the clearance to go underneath. He's gonna tell you to contact Kennedy Tower further down the road. Okay, let's go towards Captree Bridge, which is right there. And let's go ahead and descend to traffic pattern altitude, which is 1,100 feet. And let's make sure we still have the good weather at Juliet.
Advise all challengers contact you have information Juliet. Republic Airport information Juliet, time 2153 Zulu. Wind 0703. Temperature 4, dew point -12. Altimeter 3058. Visual approach in Eastland, departing runway 1. IFR departure.
You can pitch down a little bit. Keep that power in there.
Your instructions to read back all runway.
I notice when you're descending, you're throttling back. You can keep the same power setting and trim nose down, and you'll be able to descend at faster airspeed.
Republic Airport information Juliet, time 21.
Oh, I'm not getting the,
703. Visibility 10, sky clear. Temperature 4, dew point -12. Altimeter 3058. Visual approach in Eastland, departing runway 1. IFR departures, advise ground control of taxi at your IFR. Read back all runway hold short instructions, read back all runway assignments, read back all altitude assignments. Advise public challengers contact you have information Juliet. Republic Airport information Juliet, time 2153 Zulu. Wind 0703, visibility 10, sky clear. Temperature 4, dew point -12. Altimeter 3058.
Okay, winds are 0703, using runway 1, Juliet. This is Captree Bridge. We're getting close to Captree right now, so let's practice before we transmit. You can tell me, and then so you have more confidence when you transmit, because Republic is pretty strict, you know, they don't like you to, you know.
Republic, Luscombe, November 77927, Captree Bridge, is Juliet, on landing.
That's it. When you're ready, give them a call.
Republic, yeah?
Yep, Republic Tower, that's us.
Republic Tower, Luscombe, November 77327, Captree with Juliet,
November 77327, Republic Tower. Report a 1 mile final for landing runway 1, wind calm, altimeter 3059er.
1 mile final, runway 1, 9027. 1 mile final, runway 1, 9027.
1 mile,
1 mile final, runway 1.
77327, report a 1 mile final for runway 1, you landing at Republic? Thank you. And do you have an operating transponder? If you do, please turn it on.
Okay, let's go ahead and track the shoreline. Let's go this way.
Where's the airport?
Let's go ahead and go to the shoreline and then track the shoreline. Okay, westbound.
Republic Tower, Cherokee 43080, holding short runway 1 at Gulf. Ready to depart. We're looking for a northeast departure.
Cherokee 43080, Republic Tower, approved. Runway 1 clear for takeoff.
Runway 1 clear for takeoff, 080.
You can cheat a little bit, go a little bit further. See those bright, four bright lights over there? Yeah, you see those 4 bright lights? That's good. Let's get back to 1,100. That's the standard altitude here. There you go. And we can do 2,000 RPM. Perfect power setting. Alright, she's not getting the transponder. Maybe it's frozen. Too cold.
November 927, recycle your transponder, Squawk VFR.
You're good. 1,100, then track the shoreline, you're good. This is class Bravo, but you're
the dash one is the...
Oh yeah, that's runway 1. Yeah, the dash green, that's 1. Just go back to 1,100. Notice you have a tendency to apply back pressure on the stick. Yeah, try to... Alright, let's see. Flight plan. Select approach.
Public Tower, 336 Papa Alpha, holding short runway 1 at Bravo.
I'm sorry, who's ready to go number 1?
336 Papa Alpha.
Seminole 336 Papa Alpha, Republic Tower. The Cherokee that departed ahead of you just off the departure land is a northeast departure. Northeast is approved. Runway 1 cleared for takeoff.
Full takeoff, northeast approved, Seminole 336 Papa Alpha.
November 927, just be advised that the altitude readout is just not operating. Continue for runway 1. Number 927, yeah, it looks like you're identing, but I'm only picking up like a primary target. When you get on the ground, 927, you may want to check out your transponder.
She's getting the ID, but she's not getting the... it's in the back, yeah. But she's not getting the readout. Okay, this is runway 1 right there. Maybe too far, you know? She'll pick it up when we get a little closer.
November 927, it appears that the transponder is operating, and I do get your altitude. Altitude indicates 1,100.
I don't know. Let's see. Yeah, you see the TCAS here? Yeah. It's saying squawk 1200 and traffic return altitude is 500, which is pressure altitude. Let's go a little bit to the left. It's supposed to be on final for runway 1, so let's go a little bit to the left. This is the runway, but she wants us on final, and you're kind of cutting it on runway 3 too. So let's go this way a little bit.
Oh,
and then
this is...
no, this is runway 1. You see Deuce right there? That's I lined up. That's why it's always good to back it up with the instrument approach, so you have the extended center line. You don't get confused. Beautiful night. So calm. It wasn't bumpy at all. Not a single bump.
Tower Cessna 732 Romeo Echo, number 1 at runway 1, Bravo side, ready to go.
I'm sorry, Mr. Who's ready to go?
I'm sorry, this is Cessna 2 Romeo Echo. We actually had the wrong intersection. We're gonna go full length.
Cessna 7, is it 723 or 732 Romeo Echo?
It's Cessna 732 Romeo Echo.
November 732 Romeo Echo, runway 1, full length at Bravo, cleared to takeoff. Traffic's due south of the airport on the right base.
Okay, clear for takeoff, runway 1, 2 Romeo Echo.
November 6 Papa Alpha, the Cherokee I told you about earlier is 12 o'clock, 2 miles north of the expressway, same direction of flight, same altitude.
Roger, we got traffic, so this is Papa Alpha.
Thank you.
Look at all that traffic going into Kennedy there. See all these lights up in the air? Busy. That's the rush hour in Kennedy now. Evening rush, all the arrivals and departures. Like Republic is pretty quiet. Take a look to the right. You see those Rio, which is runway end identifying lights? You see those bright white lights flashing?
Yeah, okay.
That's runway 1.
2 Romeo Echo.
Okay.
If you like, I noticed you came from the Delta side. You can exit.
Okay, let's throttle back to about 1600 RPM.
Okay, right on go.
And when you're ready to turn final, you gotta turn final. And I'm gonna give her a call.
You just continue down to Bravo 3 then.
Okay, going to Bravo 3, 2 Romeo Echo.
November 972, runway 1 to the lane.
Okay, clear to land. He just gave us the clearance.
And Cessna 2 Romeo Echo exiting at Bravo 3. Do you want to go back to runway or back to parking?
We're gonna go to a run-up area. We need to run this engine a little bit harder.
Okay, copy. So you can make a left turn, taxi back down to the Bravo route with the tower.
2 Romeo Echo, thanks.
Republic Tower, good evening. Skyhawk, November 34 Hotel Delta. We're about 1 mile east of Deer Park with Lima inbound for Lynn.
So 34 Hotel Delta, Republic Tower, right downwind for runway 1.
Right downwind, runway 1, 34 Hotel Delta.
Power now. See, you got 4 bright lights. Want to have 2 reds and 2 whites. That's your glide path right there. I would actually throttle back a little.
Public Tower, Formula State 62, holding short, runway 1, ready for takeoff.
State 62, Republic.
When you forward slip it, get that nose down. Yeah, if you want forward slip, you want to pitch down so you can actually establish that descent, just like that. You may have to do it with your RV because it's very slick. If you're coming up high and too fast, it's good to learn how to forward slip it. Oh, you have flaps there though, so you may not be as fast. But if you're coming up from 10,000 feet, you know, it could be a little... Alright, so let's line up now with the center line. Your speed is good.
State 62, runway 1.
A little bit of throttle.
Up and wait, Formula State 62.
There you go. Hold it right there. Bit of back pressure. There you go. Stay on the center line, right rudder. Let that tail sink in there. Out of the radio, you can just focus on directional control. Very nice landing. A little bit. We're gonna make a left on Alpha. Gentlemen, is yours.
Affirmative, and you can stay with the tower. Have a good night.
The taxiway is the issue, like taxiing
to runway 1, clear for takeoff, right down
No, it's not
cruise
an
with
issue.
Delta.
It's,
Good for takeoff, right down.
you want to just relax a little bit, huh? That was a good flight. What do you think? Yeah, I enjoyed it. It was a good flight. Well, what? Alpha and a what? Yeah.
Alpha Victor, hold short 1, runway 1 Bravo. Hey, public ground.
And I believe that Cherokee 302 Alpha Victor, you're trying to call ready?
302 Alpha Victor, affirmative.
Okay, copy. It was a little broken, but runway 1 clear for takeoff, northbound approved, wind calm.
Clear for takeoff, northbound 302 Alpha Victor. 34 Hotel Delta, right downwind runway 1.
So that's 4 Hotel Delta, runway 1 to the land, wind calm.
To the land, runway 1, 34 Hotel Delta, thanks. Public Tower, Hopscotch 2221 is 12 miles to the north at Lima inbound.
Hopscotch 2221, Republic Tower left down from runway 1.
Left down 4 on Hopscotch 2221.
Perfect. When that tail hit the spot, you know it's good. Okay, let's see. All electrical. And mags are off. Down and fuel selector off. Off. Wow. Golly. Oh, cold. I told you. It's much more. לא, לא חשבתי שזה כזה קר. Like that. Yes, sir. November 7th. 19.